out there listening to the sound of my voice, it's another edition of Echo Sports. However, I take care of me, just know, say, now you be the real MVP. Now, we dey always tell on this one. I say, if not be because of phone, now we don't go there at all. But it's a wonderful day, wonderful Tuesday. Thank God it's Tuesday. This one is what we say TGT. Yeah. Thank God it's Tuesday. It's a wonderful 18th day of the month of August 2026. We've gone halfway. And the halfway has already gone halfway. Magena, like this, we don't enter September. My name is Remains Novel, the sports sales, the Fox in the box, over the lighter. And I'm not doing this alone. I have the ever present, the man who will bring up the record books for you, the man who is a historian when it comes down to sports, the man who knows all, who sees all. At the same time, he would deny that he doesn't know all and he doesn't see all. I would still like to present the heavyweight champion, weighing 303 pounds. By the time you go weigh that 303 pounds finish, you go tell me how you go stand up from this chair. But regardless, we are not moving there. But I'd like to say a very big good evening to my colleague in the building. Good evening, my way, It's a wonderful Tuesday, don't you think?
Yeah, sure. Good evening.
Rainy Tuesday.
Yeah, rainy Tuesday. Yeah, sometimes you don't have to ask a question, God, because if you try to do that, you're on your own. They call it Oya. You know, when things happen like that, you know it's their time. And then what do? You just want to say thank you, nature, thank you, God, for giving us and doing your thing. Because I know if it is our humans, if it's our own power, maybe some of us would have asked the rain to stop as soon as it began early in the morning. In fact, it began in the night.
I say some people, they tell the rain when it goes forward.
That's the way they hold it. I need to see some of them one-on-one to ask how now the money done. But I know they argue anything because me by OBC.
Okay, one also learn.
I make I see how they go.
You know, because as a certain team, they play for Monday evenings now.
Some teams
if you go hold the rain, you understand. So that the fans
get some teams where as we the third this season.
Because if the fans miss that match, they don't go see that. One week later, so no easy.
Those teams, make we not go there.
Maybe we not go there.
All right. Good evening to you. Good evening and welcome to Echo Sports on Echo FM. Thank you very much. Now with the sports staff, they call him the Fox in the boss. He acts like Haaland and Ronaldo when they are in top form. Immediately he crossed the ball. He likes tapping in. That's why they call him the Fox in the boss. You know when something is a Fox in the boss, so he likes tapping in. Thank you very much for of course. That wonderful introduction. Thank you, our VVVIP. No longer VIP, it's now VVIP.
The V is plenty.
Very, very, very important personality. Thank you very much for always keeping faith with us. Whether you're on Facebook on Echo FM 100.7, Echo FM at our Facebook page, whether you're on YouTube, whatever platform, whether you are listening live on radio, whatever platform you're listening to us from, thank you very much for always keeping faith with us. We're on, and trust me, we're about to do business as we know how to do it.
If you go onto Facebook, Echo FM or Echo 100.7 FM, you go see us live. You will catch us live where we are delivering what you definitely has been waiting up for. Because I can tell you that the team that took the Super Falcons to the WAFCON, they don't tell them, say, maybe they go on site. You understand? From just a matter ago going over to his technical crew, they've all been sacked. Meets the ongoing scrutiny that we've actually been seeing. And a certain media house looked at the NFF-led body, NFF-led team, the ESCO, and gave them an award, saying, you people have been brilliant, you people have been doing. I don't know the adjective that I want to use, but at the end of the day, how can I say you people are doing what you people are doing? You people should keep it up. Whatever you people are doing, just keep it up. Well, with everything that is going on in the NFF and also seeing a huge sack, and then the same people are calling why you have set up a body to look into the rots in the system. You've also set up a panel. Before you set up that, you set up a panel to fact check, go and find your facts and tell us what is going wrong. And then at the same time, you people have come through and you people are saying that we have to look into what is going on. The LA election that you people are doing, people have to wait. That's the NSC now talking as we gave you updates concerning yesterday. And today we are seeing, as of yesterday at night, reports from NFF. They talk say just a matter go don't resign. But then some reports are carrying that he was sacked. But in everything, what we know is that he no day again. Doesn't matter who is no longer the head coach of the Super Falcons. And then Soya agbalhashi barangongono wa ya wala na abo haja totoro ya tufu ohe NFF minute just a matter ago and his team. So now we are going to look forward to seeing who will take over. Is he interim management? Because just a matter ago came in as an interim management before. Okay, man, we be saying they are available. Just send your resume to the.
Email is open now. I'm sending my resume.
How many? Which clubs have you managed? Let's start from your resume.
Eco FM female team.
Okay. How many trophies have you carried?
With Eco FM team, I think I won international radios football competition 3 times.
Okay.
And then I am also Buruburu Kwose FC. I coached Ukose.
Yeah, no, you're not fit for the job. What we are looking for?
Let me finish. No. That was old clubs.
Your resume is too long. Can't you see the past managers of the team?
It's like if you're the one to hire, you know hire me.
No, can't you see? No, we have to work with what's on ground. Can't you see the coaches that are managing? Their resume long. You know they long now.
I've just mentioned to you who would allow me to at least get to 4.
Is it a long now? Go check out.
I don't follow in the go carry.
No. Not be by trophies. Go check out. They know they two carry trophies. People where they take, no they two do.
You know allow me.
You don't carry plenty trophies.
When I post them, you get.
So we can also tell you that Patrick Vieira has left the club scene. It seems like we are having a star-studded national team format when it comes down to the Falcons. This is 10. We have Jurgen Klopp. Now we have Patrick Vieira in the African continent, not in the European scene. As I don't know
we have Xavi
in Holland. That's Netherlands. You understand? They are living. I don't know this trend that club side coaches are now going into national team setup.
I'm enjoying it.
I say, okay. You know, say they increase money where they go collect for World Cup.
You know, say
you get.
You know, go where they
So we have that on board. We are also going to tell you that Serena Williams and Venus Williams, after many years that they've not played a game together when it comes down to doubles events, they finally made an appearance together at the Cincinnati doubles event. And on the first trial, after over 4 years, they were knocked out in the first round. So it was very, very brief. But the fans enjoyed the little moment, and many people are telling them, you don't do now. 40-something years. Go rest. You don't do. Yes, you people dominated it at some point. Just calm down. Me, the young ones are there. There's Coco Golf. You can see Arena Sabalanka doing her thing. What else are people looking for? So all this and more will be coming your way right here on Echo Sports on Echo 100.7 FM. And definitely, we have a lot more in your package. So don't touch that down. Don't go anywhere. And we also have DJ WAFCON in the building.
Sure.
He's in charge of the building. The lineup, let's see. So let's start up from the African scene, looking at Patrick Vieira and going into the embattled, am I going to put embattled? But Senegal, where things the foundation never too clear for them. There's a whole lot going on with Senegal, but they can tell you that they found a way to come into an agreement with Patrick Vieira, who at some point was the manager of Crystal Palace. He also is a decorated player, played with Arsenal as well as with the French national team, and now he's looking forward to a life after the game of football. And then Patrick Vieira has been announced, he has been appointed, let's put it that way for the meantime, he has been appointed as a new head coach, replacing Pape Thiaw, and we still haven't gotten any reports if they have settled Pape Thiaw.
No, yesterday.
No reports yet. You know, how can they do marker like this? Senegal, you know, give me you put with this an agreement. It's agreement. Oh wait, the WAFCON go find that song for us, player. Agreement is agreement. You understand? So the Senegalese Football Federation confirmed Patrick Vieira's appointment earlier today, following the confirmation of the decision yesterday. So Vieira, born in Senegal, grew up in France, represented France, won the World Cup back in 1998 with the French national team, and now he's back to his roots. Patrick Vieira in the African continent, and this is the first national team job. Do you actually see him succeeding?
Yeah, he can. He has the ability. I mean, he's a man that has seen it at the highest level. Just like you said, he was once somebody who has coached a club in the Premier League and was doing well at a particular time with Crystal Palace. And then before things, turn around, he has what it takes. I think an interesting thing, like you said earlier on, seeing some of these, ex-professionals returning to national team coaching, and not just national team coaching, coming to Africa. I am very happy when I, saw that news. And we can also look at the kind of packaging that Senegal gave to him. It looks to me a contract that should give him time to, settle and do his thing.
Definitely, his first duty is to settle the team that is already disorganized.
Disorganized. So now, if you look at the package, a monthly salary of roughly 35,000 euro to 45,000. That's about 35 to 45 million francs as they make it. Will make him one of the highest paid managers in the country in the country's history. Talking about
Senegal's history.
Now he has a 4-year deal tied to the vision of 2030 project. So you see, he has. That's what I'm talking about. It's not like a contract that they give you 2 years. You understand? He has 4 years. That means
most countries are looking at the World Cup. Any coach that you're bringing in now, they are looking at anything you're doing
to prepare for the 2030 World Cup. So it's an interesting one. Salary, like I told you, 35, and 45. That's per month. That's a very huge one, if you ask me. Then, in terms of a predecessor replacement, he is, of course, replacing Papi Thiaw. With other things that they are going to give him, 2-3 cars, official car, give him a ticket that will be helping him to fly in and out of the country, also give him a residence in the country. That's one of the most interesting things about the contract.
But one thing when I saw all those clauses that are in his contracts, the first thing that came into my head is, this kind of clauses were not put in Nigeria's head coach.
No. We're talking about Senegal here now.
I understand, but now this is a team, or this is a football federation that they know what is on ground and they know what they anticipate.
See, they call it. That's why Ibela now. Now they call it Vision 2030. A country with a vision that knows where they are headed. You're saying the obvious thing, and you are
a country with a vision. That is what I want to pick out.
Yes, and they know where they're headed, because at the end of the day, we're saying it that we didn't like the way they performed at the World Cup. They had the quality, especially the scandalous way they lost to Belgium. You understand? In the round of 32, we were very sad. Our sadness also stems from the fact that we know they have the quality. If you look at the way they played in that particular match, you know that despite whatever happened in the group, they have the quality. So something is missing there. Now, it looks like this country have looked at themselves and say, we can do it. You understand? Whatever it is that is the problem, since Papi Thiaw has left, whoever we are bringing now, and look at what they did. They went for somebody, all of us know, Patrick Vieira, no matter what, you can't take it away from him that he's a man that has seen the ups and downs in the football world after playing and also coaching some big clubs.
Ups and downs. Talking about ups and downs, when he was at Crystal Palace, there was when he entered a barren run with Crystal Palace.
Yes.
12 matches. That was going to the...
That was when
he was walking to the exit door of Crystal Palace. 12 matches, he didn't win a game. And then had short spells with Strasbourg in France and Genoa in Italy.
So that tells you that, look, that's what I'm saying. He's a man that has traveled around and seen the game. So if you give him that stability, long duration like this for you, which is also okay. And the country has told him, look, our vision is 2030. We don't only want you to qualify for the World Cup. We want you to also do well. They didn't ask him to carry. You understand? They're also telling him that we need a strong run in the next World Cup. Now, when we are why I'm trying to kind of ask you to calm down, please. We're talking about Senegal here, so that when we want to talk about Nigeria also, we can change our compass. But you're saying the right thing. The right thing you're saying is 100%. You're asking the question, why is it that our own is not like that? When we discuss
there's no way I will call Mama Akara to come and fry Akara for me without Ijegodi either major the beans or I bring the grinder, and then wash it, and then Mama Akara will color the beans the way she wants it. You understand? So you want someone to work for you, you have to make the environment a favorable environment, conducive environment, and this is what Senegal has actually done. How could Helena one car? In a situation, one car will be a problem.
What about?
Can you get two? So that's it. No problem. Your wife. And then the situation 2 is not good. We could go into 3 based off on we don't know if you bring your children as well.
They give you a villa.
A home residence that you can also go in. You can come through and reside in Senegal. You watch the Senegalese league and look at players that you're going to pick. And Senegal has a wonderful the club size in Senegal.
Of course, all of us know.
Mane came through the academy of Senegal, and also a couple of their first team players. They came through from the I think Mendy. I believe Mendy also came through.
Yes, now so many of them.
They come in, look at it, and also help the academies. Tell the coaches the coaches can also as well learn from him. This is a man played. Yes, born in Senegal. So who knows? A language will not be about. Francophone country. So
no
how you speak French. Bonjour, Monsieur Kachi. Ça va bien, merci. Okay, you're not Senegal. I'm not Vieira.
You have asked me comment ça va, then I'll say ça va bien, merci.
Okay.
You're not saying ça va bien, merci. You're answering
that is the problem we have in this country. We see a problem, and we are the masters of the problem.
Yes, and then
but at the same time, the problem will be the one to offer the solution to the problem. So talking about change in management, we've told you about Senegal. Now we are going over to the Super Falcons. We are coming back home. Now, as of yesterday, the Super Falcons, they are now managerless after that. Are we going to call it a poor run at the WAFCON?
Yeah, very poor run.
Based when it comes down to the records they've already they've had. So this is a poor run for the
Based
Super
on
Falcons, who they are. So that is how they are judging Erling Haaland. Now, the first season of Erling Haaland in the Premier League, he was knocking goals left, right, and center. But now he's no longer reaching that height. So he's now an average striker.
Yes.
So so they are doing so good, and one day it's not just your day and you drop. You are very poor. Yes. You are very poor. And that's the story of Super Falcons. And then just to Marago, in a way, he has been defending the Super Falcons and their performances at the WAFCON. This is the same team that has they've carried themselves regardless of preparation. Called one way or the other, he throw Pepe or Shombo and everything to the people who employ and say, there's no way you will not give us, you know, help us prepare well and then expect miracles to happen. So with that, with the outcome at the Super Falcons, for the Super Falcons at the WAFCON, where they didn't even make it to the semi-finals to pick up one of the automatic tickets to the 2027 World Cup in Brazil, they also went into an opportunity to go through. Some people called it the back door. They wanted to emulate the Super Eagles, their male counterparts.
And what about the Super Eagles happened to them?
The Super Eagles actually played 2 games. You understand? They played Gabon and then played DR Congo before they came back home.
They don't even play 2.
They don't play 2. Just South Africa alone. The Sahelis looked at Nigeria, said, we know, we had our game plan. We know what you wanted to do, and we played you. You people played into our hands. So ultimately, the Nigerian Football Federation has ordered the Super Falcons technical crew to step down with immediate effect. As of August 17, they ordered the Super Falcons technical crew to step down immediately. The NFF Executive Committee announced a directive on their social media account so that the public could also know the decision that they have taken. The NFF Executive Committee announced this. Reports comes through with that particular decision following the difficult Women's African Cup of Nations campaign, going over to the fact that they lost to Malawi and they lost to going over to Cameroon, who were eventual winners, and also lost to rivals. Am I going to say less than rivals? But they lost to the Bayana of South Africa. Now, Nigeria, they have found a way to get through tough times, but this time around they were not tough enough. You know, they say tough times don't last, but tough people do. This time around, are we going to say the toughness? Are we going to ask the toughness of the Super Falcons? Just to Barago, Edwin Okon, they were the ones in charge, and they've been with Super Falcons since November 2021, and coming down to the 17th day of August 2026. They are no longer head coaches. They came in an interim management. Where do you see this going forward for the Super Falcons?
I think the question we should ask ourselves is, who is going to sack the sacker? That's a question all of us should be asking ourselves. Who is going to sack the sacker? Because the sackers of just the Madugu also needs to be sacked. I'm sorry.
But
you know,
for the meantime, elections have been held.
Why I'm saying this is, but unfortunately, we can't sack them because maybe they said they will come through election. They came through election and they will also live through elections. But at the end of the day, let's look at this as a whole. From the beginning, I have always been on the side of Justin Madugu and the Super Falcons. Since this whole thing started, when they lost to Malawi, scandalously, though Malawi ran very well to get to the final, I have always been with the Super Falcons alongside Justin Madugu because I know that if they had prepared well, if things were done well by those who should have done things well, the Super Falcons of Nigeria, even if they didn't win the 11th title, should have at least qualified for the World Cup. They, at a point themselves, were complaining. Their captain, Ajibade, said it sometime. We are not getting the enough preparation we needed. Justin Madugu himself has been being careful talking because he knows that in Nigeria, if you say the truth, you're in trouble. That's the truth. The truth about Nigeria is that if you say the truth, you're in trouble. Now, sacking him, he said it. I think he said it earlier on that he won't be. He's not. He won't be bothered even if he gets sacked because he knows the system we're operating here. Now, sacking Justin Madugu to many of us didn't come as a surprise because most of us know that he was going to get sacked. Though most fans have been blaming him. And I am one of those who have been on his side, and I'll continue to. Any day, anytime this topic is brought up, this particular year's WAFCON is brought up, I'll always be on the side of Justin Madugu. 2 years ago, he won that title, coming from behind, 2-0 from behind in the final against the host country, Morocco. And all of us sang his praise. And all of a sudden, he has become a very bipartisan. But none of us is asking what actually has been going on down. What is happening with those who are handling football in Nigeria? Why was it that in 2 years, the Super Falcons only played against 2 countries? And these 2 countries are...
Let me just break in there. 2 years, they've played against 2 countries since they lifted the
trophy.
Let's just put it 1 year. Let's just put it 1 year.
Okay, half year.
Half a year.
Okay,
they've
6 months.
You understand? So, with everything that's happened since President Alhaji Gusau came through as the president of the Nigerian Football Federation, what are the major trophies Nigeria has recorded? These are beautiful questions that definitely I'll be asking those that deemed it fit to give him an award and also his leadership, because the president of the Nigerian Football Federation, Alhaji Ibrahim Musa Gusau, MON, popularly known as Kigon Gusau, those in the inner circle and those that are quite close to him, and he was honored with an excellent performance award by a print media in Nigeria. The award was presented at Gusau earlier today at the International Conference Center in Abuja in recognition of his leadership and contributions to the development of Nigerian football during his tenure as NFF president.
Yeah,
and the question I want to ask is, how many trophies have Nigeria won under the leadership of Ibrahim Gusau? How many stadiums have been erected? How many stadiums have been maintained? That's
well, no, you know, when I saw that in our lineup, I was laughing. So while I was somewhere receiving our lineup this evening, you know, I was laughing. You know, Nigeria is a system, a country where people go to buy awards. That award was is part of what has always happened in the country, where politicians, pay some, or because they give bumper package to some and look, they are giving him this award now that his office is getting this heat, so that it will be part of what he will hold hand. That is a positive angle to project him. That's Nigeria for you. A system that we always play here, lying to ourselves for ourselves.
Always relying on PR.
Yeah, PR. So, and the PR is what is PRing us down always.
There is positive PR and negative PR now.
Yeah, and our own, unfortunately, has always been negative PR.
But PR is PR.
That's what I'm telling you. So PR is PR, and that you have said it, that there's always 2 kind of PR, positive and negative. And we have always been on the side of the negative PR. Now, those who give out this award, that's why I always say that Nigerian problem has not always been the politicians. Trust me. Why? We, the people, are also responsible. Those who give this award, are they not Nigerians? Are they not? You even call it a media house. That's why I've always said this. I think I said it in a particular forum, which I know 2 of us belong. That, look, when you come out, just like I'm talking now, I've always said all of us, the media, even we, the media, are also part of the problem. I'm a media person, so that when somebody those listening to us, they will not say that I didn't say it. We are part of the problem. Because if a media had should be the watchdog of the society, is giving this award, what are you expecting? The politicians will always say...
What makes you a watchdog of the nation?
That's the problem. Because the politicians will always say, leave them. Give them small brown envelope now. Then go change their mouth. Unfortunately, this award is being given, and it's being given now. Nigeria will not be in under 17, under 20, Olympic Games. The Super Falcons miss the last World Cup. The Super Falcons miss that will not be the next World Cup.
Is the under 20 girls and the under 17 girls.
I'm mentioning... can you compare it to what I've just mentioned? Now, at the end of the day, the question boils down to this. Who is fooling who? That's the question. Who is fooling who? And this is to whose detriment? It's to the detriment of all of us. Look, I said here yesterday, which you know, that the last set of Nigerian players that moved from the locals, this is one of the things that can catapult you to the world within a split of 2-3 months, is the World Cup. Victor Osimhen of this world. This man now who is at AC Milan, what's his name now? Chukwueze of this world. We are the I think about 5, 6, 7 of them. We are the last that left the source of Nigeria from Nigeria here.
Even how many people know that this Taiwo Awoniyi was with you under 17 setup?
Thank you very much.
But now, he was a backup striker. But ultimately, that exposure helped him get.
Look at where he is now. Thank you very much. Taiwo Awoniyi them. How did these guys get to where they are? Because Nigeria went to the Junior World Cup, right, under 17, and won it. Clubs of this world saw them and picked them. Do you know the danger, the harm that missing the junior or these World Cups have been causing to Nigerian football? And we can look at this from the broader perspective. What are we looking at? Those who are stealing us and bringing us down. We are offering them awards. We are giving them awards. We are covering lies. At the end of the day, we are all suffering for it.
Because ultimately, we have to look at things in a proper way. We being the watchdogs, we have to talk about.
Yes, we have to do the right thing.
When you look at,
we do have to.
When you look at other federations, you can see the fact that the former president of the Italian Federation, he at some point was given a grace because the Italian team won the Euros. I think that's Euro 2022.
The one that won in England.
2022, and then going into the fact that 3 editions of the World Cup, they were like, enough is enough. Since you cannot put things together, you have to. And he stepped down because he knew that he was not in any way. He's the one who makes he has the final say, the vetoes of power, and the decisions have not actually been working out. He stepped down, assistant stepped down, going over, the coaches stepped down, major players are stepped down. So ultimately, I feel you can also see what happened with the Azzurri when the sporting director wanted to bring in Andre Pirlo, and then based off on the fact that he was hit back in his ties with a betting company in Turkey, he had to step down. If not Pirlo, I'm not working with any other person, and he stepped down. So in a situation where those are both their decisions are not working out for you, how many sporting directors, how many general secretaries, how many football coaches can actually step down because decisions we are taking and you are not? Because most of the times when you are not, most people do, when you are not in favor of a decision, you just keep quiet. You get you keep quiet. So when the worst comes to us, you just say, I talk out. And at the end, you don't listen to me. No, and then if it then works out, you just still keep quiet and still be following like a sheep. How long are we going to keep behaving like a sheep and not acting? They say the kingdom of God suffering violence, and the violent take it by force. But ultimately, who is the violent here? And who has the power to take things by force? Now, quickly, before we open the phone lines, I definitely know that you are itching to make comments concerning these stories that I've already let out. Remember, we are live on Facebook, Echo FM or Echo 100.7 FM. Now, still on the FIFA saga, the man who was vocal about the situation in FIFA, stating that, say Infantino deceived the staff in FIFA. That at the moment he right now he's no longer with FIFA. And remember a couple of days, that should be last week, FIFA they came out and said that the house is in order, everything is calm now, we've withdrawn that particular project. But ultimately, that man who made that statement, they survive him. So the football governing body confirmed the development that they have sacked the chief operating officer, Kevin Lamore. So reports have it that barely a month after the top official publicly criticized President Gianni Infantino over an abandoned plan to sell a stake in a company that will manage the commercial and ticketing rights of FIFA competition. So Lamore described Infantino's proposal back then as a one-man project and claimed FIFA's administration had been deceived about the initiative. Everything said and done, it has gone by in the space of 3 weeks. All this thing is happening in 1 month, and then Lamore has been asked to leave. But FIFA, they never come out and talk, say, now because of this particular thing, we didn't talk now. Why the Saka?
What are you expecting?
Well, 0911 20,022 0911 20,022 or
0707 454 1014 0707 454 1014. You can also send us a message on WhatsApp on 0707 491 3438. Remember, we're live on Facebook on Echo FM, Echo 100.7. Just join us and be part of the conversation now.
Hello, good evening. I'll do also call back.
Lamore's case is I think is a case of this one we're talking about, whistleblower. You understand? The man he couldn't hold his mouth. He just said what happened. You know, it looks this man Infantino is a very smart guy. He plays smart even on his co-staff. And what happened? The thing happened the way it happened.
Please do also call back at 0911 20,022 0911 20,022 or 0707 454 1014 0707 454 1014. Hello, good evening.
Hello, man, with B and his colleague.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. Now, nobody talk.
Okay, Noble. Please, I want you to withdraw that statement you made. It did not go well for my ear and for the Gunners fans that who is sack the Saka. So you can sack the president, you can sack the NFF chairman and both, but who will sack the Saka?
In English, DJ Marv King, he will tell us more about that. In English, there are certain words that sound similar, but they are spelled differently. Okay?
That is why I told you that. Sack the president.
We call it homophone.
But don't go and tell me who will sack the Saka. Because it's Gunners that have the Saka. So St. Francis talking.
St. Francis
once again.
Good evening, brother. Welcome.
I want you to bombard me with the Arsenal transfer.
All right.
Okay. No problem.
Thank you.
Thank you so much,
St.
Francis. Sorry.
Okay. Nobody is sacking Saka here.
Nobody is sacking Saka.
Nobody is Saka. You understand? And forget as they pronounce her for England. Saka.
La Saka.
Hey, Roba boy.
Yes, sir.
Hello, good evening. Hello.
Hello,
good evening.
Good evening. This is Manju from Haji.
Manju from Haji, you're welcome.
I want to know my transfer now. I want to know my transfer, please.
No problem. Just keep it locked down now. We'll give it to you. Hello, good evening. Hello? Mama Biggie. Good evening.
Who is sacking the Saka now? Who is sacking the Saka?
Nobody wants Saka.
Nobody is sacking the Saka.
Who they sack the Saka now?
Nobody is sacking the Saka.
How are they? No, bro.
We're all right. You're welcome.
I got Katiafa.
Fine, Mama Biggie. Welcome to the show.
I just want to hear you people.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
This is starting this week, ba?
Yes, Friday.
Okay.
Some people were playing on Monday, and it looks like your club.
Your people are playing on Monday.
And they're playing Monday.
Today.
No.
No. Next week.
Yeah, we'll talk soon. I'll be
Okay, coming Monday.
Yes.
God will help us. I wish them well.
All right.
Have a nice day, guys.
And you too. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening and welcome.
The man voice is Bianco.
Yeah, so good evening. This is Noble, the sports chef, alongside man with
Noble, good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Obioma from Obizi.
Obi, you're welcome.
Yes. When you were talking about Senegal and their coach and the condition that he was given, you were mentioning Nigeria.
I don't like it because when you want to talk of corruption and evil, that is when you bring in Nigeria. Don't bring Nigeria into anything that is progressive. That is the situation of our country today. Look at our football. Look at everything. People buying, people that are supposed to be sacked, they are honoring them. What is the condition of honoring them? What have they achieved? But we will all look at it and we laugh. It's very powerful. Thank you.
Thank you, Obioma. Obioma, your Obi is
brother,
not Oma.
Your Obi is
your
the
Obi
way
is not
it
Oma at the
actually
moment.
is.
Well, so going back to updates on the sporting domain, Memphis Depay, as of last week, he told you that he's about to leave Corinthians, his club in Brazil. He stated at some point, he came through and said that Corinthians, they were already getting close to having an agreement with a new contract, but all of a sudden, that particular contract talks were botched. And right now, he's back onto the news because the Netherlands forward has agreed to take a pay cut to remain at Corinthians after the Brazilian club initially decided against extending his contract due to financial concerns. So this is where I believe compromise was reached. And Depay said, okay, since people don't have money, let me
go somewhere.
Reduce, you understand? my hand reach somewhere. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening and welcome.
Yeah. So please, my name is Chigo.
Chigozum, you're welcome.
Yeah. Please, can I have some Chelsea update?
Okay, no problem. Just keep it locked. I will give you an update concerning Chelsea.
Okay, sir.
All right. Thank you very much. As now, Man U, Chelsea, everybody wants to that's the waiting else on I never sign enough.
Wait till but Chelsea, even though say when I go to play once in a week, but I'm supposed to be okay with the players.
Man U, where they play for Champions League, they're not even bothered about signing. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening and welcome.
My name is Hiro.
Hiro, you're welcome.
I want to hear Bayern transfer.
Okay, no problem. Keep it locked.
Bayern.
Keep it locked on Echo Sports. I will give you updates concerning Bayern.
Okay.
All right, moving away from the world of football, going over to tennis. Serena and Venus Williams were beaten in a thrilling return to doubles action as Marta Kostyuk and Peyton Stearns defeated the American sisters 6-2, 1-6, 10-8 at the Cincinnati Open. The first set was taken by Peyton and Marta. Going to the second set, the Williams sisters fought back and took the second set. Going into the final set, going into the deciding set, it was Kostyuk and Stearns that dominated the final set. And the Americans raced through the set 6-1, forcing a deciding 10-point tiebreaker in the third set. But the Ukrainian-American partnership appeared to be stronger and had much better control after an opening 6-love lead in the tiebreaker. Serena Venus, they fought so hard, but ultimately going into that encounter, it ended 10-8 in favor of that Ukrainian and American partnership. And this is where, after 4 years of we didn't see that particular Venus and Serena partnership. We found it, but in their first doubles match together in 4 years, they were beaten.
Yeah, made them go rest. Made them go rest. If you lick small, make I lick small.
Serena 44, Venus is 46.
46, I beg. But at the end of the day, it shows that those two sisters, they are still interested and in love with the game that made them popular and made them millionaires in dollars. It's something that should teach some of us that age sometimes is number. For them to also Moscow the courage to come and compete again in a series like the Cincinnati series is something that tells you that, look, what you fall in love with, these guys have done this thing for how many years
and
now?
And it's difficult for them
to let go. You understand? Probably they can't find any other career they can actually lay their hands on. But at the end of the day, their defeat also shows that there's time for everything. Kudos to them. I think what they should do is to also keep fighting and see what they can do. But at the end of the day, those who are younger and those who want to, at least test the victory and glory on Manakara have actually asked them out of the competition.
Going over to Chelsea once again, going into their opening game, match day 1 in the English Premier League. Reece James it's looking likely that he will not be in that. He will not be involved because the Chelsea captain said he is still not fully match fit after returning from a short break following England's World Cup campaign. Reece James played 60 minutes as Chelsea beat Real Sociedad 3-1 in a pre-season friendly ahead of the Premier League opener against Fulham on Monday. That was on the 20, when it goes down to seeing how far they've come through. For their opening game, they will be playing a game against Fulham, like I said, on August 24. Man Wisabi has been on this. Chelsea Fulham.
Yes.
Has been on it, anticipating what it's going to be like for Chelsea to play
on Monday.
Monday night football.
Now.
No, we work with facts. Playing Monday night football, no European football for them. And I Joala is doing 80 minutes. Let's know your
so can help. Reinforce on Mondays.
You'll get, and we are gradually leaving. Probably when we leave the summer season, we'll get into winter. Hopefully, you get. So for Newcastle United, they've gone on to sign Benfica defender. They've completed the signing of Amadedic from Benfica for around £30 million. And according to reports, Dedic and the new manager, Matthias Yeso, they've been together before when he was at Red Bull Salzburg, where they actually went on to win the Austrian title back in 2023. Let's see how it's going to be. Newcastle, it seems like they are now a shadow of their former self. Most of their star players are no longer in the team.
Yeah, Newcastle is in terms of I'm not saying football is dicey and funny. In terms of the quality of players they had last season, they are not a shadow of themselves because most of the key players have left. Guimaraes to Arsenal, Gordon to Barcelona, and so many other key players. The coach also.
Tonali to
Tottenham. So their coach also left. So in terms of quality of players,
and it's because of this Max Cesaros, it was the major reason why the coach left.
And because the key players were leaving, and the ones coming in, qualities of the players coming in cannot be matched with the ones leaving. I think these were part of why the guy left. So in terms of the quality of players, to be frank with you, with their shadow of themselves, but getting young players, sometimes unknown players like this can come in and cause, show everybody pepe. So it's a good thing. I think Newcastle, for even the coach they brought in, I think for them it's going to be a new beginning kind of for Newcastle United. And well, we wish them all the best. But for next season, let's us be clear. Except anything happens with the teams, Chelsea definitely will be fighting to break into the Super 6 next season. So many other teams will be fighting.
Aston Villa is there.
So I don't think the Newcastle will have this season. We are looking at right now, maybe in Europe next season. The best they can do is maybe qualify for the Conference League, but trust me, with what we are seeing so far, Newcastle is a shadow of themselves.
But also remember that the title-winning Leicester City, they didn't have any.
Yeah, that's once in a while kind of.
Once in a while, since Leicester did it. Yeah, probably this is the once in a while.
Okay, this time around, let's see how it goes. It's football.
Now moving over to Spain, going into the Spanish capital, talking about Madrid. Yes, over a long time now, we know that. Jose Mourinho has made that switch from the Portuguese league, from Benfica. Now he is back for his second missionary journey with Real Madrid. And as of today, Jose Mourinho was officially announced as the head coach of Real Madrid 13 years after ending his first spell at the Spanish club. The president, Florentino Perez, he welcomed the Portuguese at a private ceremony in the boardroom of Ciudad Real Madrid earlier today, where Mourinho signed a 3-year contract that will run until June 30th, 2029. Players have been brought in, the likes of Bernardo Silva, going over to Denzel Dumfries, also looking at Konate, bringing in to help foster this particular squad to see how far they can go in challenging Barcelona, who have added Rodri. Rodrigo Hernandez has signed as a Barcelona player, completed his medicals, and then he stated that it has always been his dream to play for Barcelona.
If he has signed for Madrid,
he would say the same. He would make the same statement.
Yeah, so. All right, I think it's a good one. I think the next season for me, the most exciting season to watch next season may not be the Premier League. I think it's going to be the La Liga Santander.
Hansi Flick against Jose Mourinho.
I think it's going to be a huge drama. We're going to kind of get a spark again of the Mourinho Guardiola days in the La Liga Santander. So I mean, hopefully we expect an exciting, La Liga Santander, especially El Clasico. I think El Clasico will return to what it used to be. 2 seasons ago or thereabout, El Clasico lost that flavor and
even as of last season. Madrid were just
a shadow of themselves. So, but I think they've gotten a disciplined coach, a man who knows how to stabilize things, a man who knows how to, push things around and get the team to where they ought to be. I am definitely folding my ass. This season's La Liga Santander will be very exciting.
Okay, let's see how the El Clasico is going to be. Jose Mourinho up against Hansi Flick, and since Pep Guardiola's era, I believe no one has really dominated the La Liga as much as Hansi Flick has done. Yes, Luis Enrique did his best, gave them the Champions League as well as the league title, but he didn't actually stay much. He didn't stay quite long with Barcelona. But now looking at the records that Hansi Flick, since he became going into the fact that he has been from Bayern, he has always won a league title. The only time he has had a disappointing one, the only time he has had a disappointing one when he had that brief stint with the German national team. But from Bayern, he won the league title. Going over to Barcelona, he has also won the league title, taking over from Xavi Hernandez. It seems like he knows what he is doing more than Xavi Hernandez. And the way Barcelona has handled their financial situation, not all club sides can actually do that.
I think I have to say kudos to Barcelona because when they were in financial crisis, a couple of clubs would have gone down the drain in that situation, but they've, like you said, technically and tactically managed it, still having the kind of players they want or that can help them to be up there. Remember, that's why it's important to have a good academy. The academy helped them a lot.
Lamine Yamal,
Gavi, Pedri, and
Kubasi.
And that's why we keep hammering on having a good academy. Imagine that they are a club that depend only on foreign players or brought in players. That would have affected them a lot, because if you're a club that depend on that means you need a lot of money to go and bring.
If reverse was the case, let's say Real Madrid were in this particular situation,
I doubt what would have happened, because now check for how long now Barca are being skeptical of getting players with high price because of that financial challenge. In fact, at a point it was about to be a challenge for Rodri, but because of stability, winning the league back to back, money has entered from different.
80 million, 85 million for Anthony Gordon, 60, almost 70 million when you add the add-ons for Rodri.
So you find out that definitely they've gotten money from where and there, and stability. Financially, they're beginning to become stable again. I think Barca will be very, very good in few years to come, because what affected them a lot was that financial challenge that they fell into, and which they are gradually crawling out of. Interesting thing, I must confess. But then at the end of the day, I think that was why Madrid had to go for a coach that will have to have them to stabilize the team. Interesting again, they've gotten a Hansi Flick. Hansi Flick is a Serie A winner. He has that mentality to win. Even when, last season, even when they were leading the table, in some matches he'll be looking very furious, as if he's looking for a way. He's the one chasing. That shows you that the man is a Serie A winner and has that mentality, a tough mentality. I can't wait to watch him alongside him.
Okay, the phone lines are open. 0911 20,000 22, 0911 20,000 22, or 0707 454-1014, 0707-454-1014. We are live on Facebook. Go on to Facebook, Echo FM, Echo 100.7 FM, as well as on YouTube. You'll see us live. You can also send in your reactions based off on the updates that we've been giving to you all this while. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening and welcome. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Zara. I'm calling from Oyomas Road.
Okay, you're welcome.
Zara, you're welcome.
I want to ask for Real Madrid. Is Real Madrid just transferring Vinicius Jr.?
No. Vini has renewed his contract.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right, talking about transfer, some people ask about Arsenal. This season, here are the players that Arsenal were interested in getting across. Jack Henswood from Brighton. Victor Osimhen is now in the discussion. Joaquin Sayes, Bradley Bakula, Francisco this guy that's from Inter. Esposito from Inter. There's a point that also
there are reports that Inter wants to renew his contract.
So I'm talking about players they wanted to. Okay. They're also looking at Kwana Elias of Shakhtar, Bruno Guimaraes, who has joined them now officially, Maxi Araujo, who has gone to Liverpool. Okay, no. Not Araujo.
That's Ronald Araujo.
Yeah, Maxi Araujo of Sporting was also on. I think he's still on Arsenal's list. Nico Williams of Atletico Madrid and Yon Diomande, who has gone to Real Madrid. These were guys that Arsenal wanted to get over this season, but I think at the moment, based on the names I've mentioned, is Guimaraes that has come in.
Come through, and also going over to seeing Solis
okay,
coming in as well. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is K Baba calling from Wedra.
K Baba, you're welcome. Welcome for you.
I had a job there.
It's going well, bro.
Any coach for the Super Falcons?
Yeah, K Baba, it's open. If you have your resume, you can submit.
Who carried the third place for that Morocco?
Well, third place, we have Cameroon in first, looking at Malawi in second. Third place was taken by Algeria, and then Morocco in fourth place.
Hey, sorry for Morocco. Sorry.
They don't get anything.
Okay, now I want to find out. That's what I want to find out.
Okay. Algeria beat them in the third place playoff.
Thank you, K-Baba. Going over to the WhatsApp platform. Good evening, Kachinwa Gogo and Noble the Sports Chef.
Good evening to you
both. I'm enjoying you people I'm enjoying you people every evening. Please, any transfer from Man United, UG update.
UG, good evening, Tayan.
Now going over to another message coming in. This is coming in from Felix Wozu. This one, he wants to vent his heart this evening.
He has to.
Good evening, Kachi, the bad way Sabia Novel. As usual, my name still remains Felix Wozu, still testing from my humble community to my Himbiri. Mourinho as the coach of Real Madrid is a good one. We'll add more flavor and fire and excitement right there in Spain. Thanks and enjoy the rest of the cool evening ahead. He also went on to say congratulations to my darling club, Arsenal, for beating Man City. Man City fans should not cry yet. This is just the beginning. The real beating is yet to come. They should go and buy handkerchief to wipe their tears. And again, congratulations to the Communion ladies for winning the WAFCON, and congratulations to Malawi too for qualifying for the Women's World Cup in Brazil, which the Super Falcons failed to qualify. Once again, congratulations to Arsenal, the pride of London. We are set for this new season. We are going to crush any club that comes our way. Thanks and enjoy the rest of the evening ahead.
I've said it
look home for
Arsenal. Look, for me, I've said it. I think it's time for Arsenal to reign, to dominate the Premier League. Except anything happens, Arsenal should dominate the Premier League for now. The reason is because it's not a fluke. They've worked for it. They've come second 2-3 times, you understand, in the series before they won it last season. And they didn't, most of the players were not let go. Their key players are still with them. And they've brought in, look at this boy, Christos Solis, who is the highest assistant at the moment, talking about the preseason the preseason. So, and even in the community shield, he got 2 assists. So I think it's season for us now. It's time for them to, hold the Premier League. And the clubs that should challenge them are having new coaches. The Arsenal has a coach that has experience. They should dominate the Premier League now.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Elder John.
Elder John.
Good evening, my brother. My name is Elder John.
You're welcome.
Now, to get your number, it had me every time.
Elder John, well, as it is now, the game is open and everything is open.
Yes, my brother. You people are doing well.
Thank you so much.
Kachi, Arsenal is doing very well. And they have a very nice squad. But all of us should know that football gives a surprising package to people. Football. It does what you don't like at the time you like football. So we don't have the right now to say that these people, that you are sure these people are going to return the league. Because there are 20 clubs vying for that honor. So for us to say for certain, it is this club. I don't support that. And for you people have seen that Man U is not doing anything to show that they are around. They are no longer in any conversation because They don't like their fans. They don't like a club. What they like is to pack money they are getting. The Gusau family and the Jim Ragley. See what they are doing. If my Carrick didn't do well, nobody should blame him. How can you just leave him? You cannot sign any player for him. Not a reputable player has been signed. The signing period is is going over. Then people their fans are crying, wolves, lamenting. They are not listening. There's no problem. They are doing to themselves. We don't have any share in that club. We are just supporting them.
Okay.
So whatever they do to themselves.
Okay.
If they want to run down the club, they have the right to do so.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very
I
much.
want to ask a question.
Okay, go ahead.
All these things, all these lamentations and all this crying from their fans and supporters, are they hearing it?
Definitely, they are hearing it. Did they hear out?
How can they hear it since they are not in Africa, not in Nigeria?
Did they hear out? Did they hear out?
It's a small word.
You know?
It's a small word.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. As I understand, we don't just stay in Nigeria. Anywhere you go see us. Facebook, you go onto our site,
So
you go see us.
people are watching.
Man United are in talks to extend the contract of Bruno Fernandes.
Very close.
You understand? And also there are talks that they may want to go for Ballon, saying Edwin Tabzoba, but financial constraints may not allow them to go for that particular deal. I believe this we'll be calling it a day for today's program right here on Echo Sports. Why we Sabi?
Yeah, just before then, remember tomorrow evening at Dananyam, it will go crazy because Heartland FC of Owerri will be having a friendly match against a five-time, nine-time, beg your pardon, champions of Nigerian Professional Football League. People's Enyimba. So tomorrow evening, we call it, normally we used to call it the Oriental Derby. There will be Oriental Derby friendly tomorrow. Heartland FC of Owerri will be playing Enyimba FC at Dananyam. You can be part of that. Thank you very much for being part of the show. I think, again, as always, tomorrow, we'll be back again.
Definitely. My name is Serena, Norbert Chigos, Norbert the sports chef, the Fox to the box, and I'm saying buenas noches.
Music. 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 Music just the way you like it.